Hello friends and welcome. Today the Compendium drop, so I wanted to show you what's in it since some of it is locked behind actually purchasing it, and then discuss whether I think it's worth it. Because if you've played old, battle passes, you probably already have your own opinions. If you're a new player, you've heard like, oh, the battle pass is so exciting, like I want to get in on that. Like, well, let's keep thinking on that because it's pretty sparse. Now they told us it was going to be like that. They said they were going to spread it out throughout the year, which I do think is a relatively good thing. So I'm going to hold back my I won't say disappointment right now, but it's just less. There's no hats to earn and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Long story short, if you can't tell, I don't think it's worth it. Now, when you open up the Compendium, you'll see all this stained glass art. I think it looks beautiful. It's all free. You don't have to buy the TI, the Compendium to see it. So just free stuff for you. Now, in terms of rewards, let's start with the plus. The Collector's Aegis, which a lot of people would go for. If you only want to pay for it, you don't want to earn any of the levels, stuff like that, you need to get to level 300. But the way the Battle Pass or the Compendium works this time is that the rewards in the corner, you see like how many levels you need to get something. Now, I already claimed these earlier on stream, but so for example, this Aegis, you need level 300 to get. Or you can be like level 200 and apply 100 boosters. So levels will affect every single reward here. Boosters only affect a single one. So say I only cared about the HUD here, I can press plus here, and all of these boosters will also affect the Aegis. So you don't just have to put it here. So you see this one up to 53, and I got one here as well. So it's a mix. And I did the math. It'll cost $125 to have enough levels and boosters to just get the Aegis, which is still a good amount of money, don't get me wrong, but compared to previous battle passes where you needed to get to $1,000, that is, or level 1,000, which felt like $1,000, but it was several $100s to get to. So this is cheaper, that's nice. It will not get you all the prizes here, but it'll get close because, for example, everything else here is like 150 for the teleport effects, 150 for the different loading screens, which actually let me just show you. There's some really nice ones. The theme this year is stained glass, and so there's a lot of art that reflects that, and I do think they look nice. I guess we'll just keep going around. We've got team loading screens all done in a stained glass style, so there's some pretty cool ones if you like this sort of thing, if you like repping the favorite teams. Then we have team stickers and player stickers. So the stickers, there's just some different backgrounds: gold, hollow, glitter, base. There's different, random chances of what you get. Here are the player ones. It's like the same stuff. Everyone's favorite Arteezy, for example. He got his autograph. You can see the Aegis in the back, or you got the different backgrounds. Now, what can you do with these stickers? They have revamped the player profiles. Now, this shit's free, and that's great because I think it's awesome. You can now edit this, and so when you're in a game and you hover over someone's name, it will like pop this down during that draft time. And this stuff is wild, guys. You can like change things, all sorts of stuff. There's like snap tools if you press and hold Alt. If you use like the arrow keys, it'll like move very slowly. It's crazy. So this was all free, very cool. You can put your stickers in there. You can also put it in your personal profile. You can put all sorts of stuff here. And so, for example, we got crit sticker right here that I just picked up. So that's what you can do with the stickers. There are teleport effects, so just some glitter on this first one. On the second one, some stained glass starts going around you, and then on the third one, very shiny and looks like maybe if you've bought any of the Supporters Club stuff, it'll also show over your teleport. So the effect does look very nice. Then we have some voice lines. It's random which ones you get for these ones down here. There's 25 in total, costs 6 levels to get, so you'll need level 150 to get everyone guaranteed. And then this one, you need to get to level 150 to get, I guess, this whole pack. It doesn't really say, but there are some like classic ones in here. Then we have a HUD. It does look quite nice. So the HUD, you can see that there are stained glasses at the top for the time and the kill score. Down here, the main HUD, the shop, the mini-map, the little like glow around this stuff. I actually quite like. I do like the HUD. And then we've got some things for fantasy and for the tool bundles to help you out with the challenges. We're getting into that now. So you don't have to spend all your money. As usual, you can earn some points. For example, Road to TI Challenge. There are 8 different months for this last year, and I guess they highlighted some games from that. And so, for example, if I play a game as any of these heroes and I win, I complete the challenge, I get 1,000 points, which is 1 level. Looks like there are 6 different challenges per month. This says easy, so I'm assuming it gets, harder, and I don't know if the reward is going to go up. So for now, let's just assume that it's 1,000 points each. So you could get 48 levels if you complete every single challenge of every single month. Oh, and by the way, I can't see future challenges until I complete it. That's why I'm not sure. And then I guess if you don't like a certain challenge, you can re-roll it. Or if you play like a turbo and you want to cut it down because turbo counts as half progress, you can win a turbo game with DP and then you use one of these items to finish this challenge. Fantasy has been heavily revamped. The important thing here, I guess, is that if you do this and you're in the top 1%, you can get 25 levels. Top 10% gets 18 levels, and then, drops from there. Usually it's not too hard, especially if you follow one of the guides that get posted on Reddit, to end up in the top 25%, because usually a lot of people don't actually really do the fantasy. I don't know if it'll be different this year, because I suspect a lot less people will do the compendium, and maybe they're more likely to care, so maybe it'll be more competitive. But at minimum, you'll get one level up to 25. And the new fantasy system, for those curious, you pick a player, you can change the player, you upgrade the slot. So like the core slot, you can change like the titles, you can change these benefits, and you get whatever you want, and then you pick the player you think is going to be good for the day or for the event, the whole thing. I'm not fully sure on that part quite yet. I didn't quite read through all this, but as you can see, it's been changed quite a lot. But at its core, it's the same. You put the players in, you earn points, you get some levels. We got the usual predictions. I don't know exactly what's going to go in here yet, but usually you can get at least a couple of these right, and it leads to, a few free levels. And then bingo is going to be new. So if you complete a row or a line or whatever, as many as you complete, you get 1,000. I don't know if it'll be more on these other ones, but that's how many you can get. Some of these are harder than other. So for example, girl power is just 3 female heroes on a team happening once. That's easy. Hi, Jupiter. I know, that one's so easy, right? And then something like double Deca is 10 double kills in a match 8 times. So that seems really hard. And you have all sorts of different challenges throughout this. So I'm guessing you'll at least complete a couple rows of, each one. So maybe up to 10 levels for free from bingo. So if you have a lot of time to play and complete these challenges, you might estimate somewhere between 48 levels to 100 levels, I think. I really don't know if it'll be that high. And so if that is the case, that brings us up to 150 in terms of the compendium, which means you'd probably have to, spend about $60 to get the last few remaining levels to reach level 300. Or actually, your compendium level would probably be lower than that. I'd guess 250, and then you have enough boosters to get the collector's aegis. But it means you wouldn't have everything else. So you may need to put in more if you want those. I guess you'll have to do a little bit of math to figure out exactly what you want. The talent stuff is not in yet, but you can usually buy stickers, voice lines, autographs. I doubt it'll give you points towards the compendium. Same with the support club. You have to also buy these. It'll give you a teleport effect. You'll get some loading screens, some voice lines. Nouns. Great one. Very cute. And then the final thing I'll say is that in their announcement, the final paragraph, it mentions that the next big patch, the Arcanas, everything else they've been working on, it'll come after the Aegis. Maybe there'll be a small patch before. I don't know. But I guess we'll see until then. I'm kind of copium. I would not have bought this compendium if I was not a content creator. I wasted my money, so you don't have to. You can live vicariously through me. There's some cool stuff here. Don't get me wrong, but just the amount of money for what it is, if you want it, you got the money to spare, totally fine, right? I'm not here to judge. But you're not really going to be missing anything if you don't buy this. There's not any super sick skins, all that stuff. And I actually think that's kind of a good thing, right? Because if you guys remember Arcanas from the last couple battle passes, it was really going up. It used to be $30 for an Arcana, and now it was $100 to $200. You'll never see this again. Spend the money, right? And that felt kind of bad, honestly. I felt kind of blackmailed into it because I had the FOMO, I want that, and it looked great. So that was a lot of money. And I'm hoping that by not attaching it to the battle pass and spreading it throughout the year, maybe it will go back down to $30. Maybe it'll be a little more expensive. I don't know. But I need to see it. I need to see that. I need to see whatever possible game modes are coming out throughout the rest of the year. And I hope that will make up for the feeling right now. So I don't want to be too upset, my battle pass sucks, because I think it's it's kind of okay for what it is, and they said they were going to tone it down, but I gotta see the rest of the stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. I hope you find it helpful or just interesting at all. Discuss in the comments, whatever. See you later.